I was staring at 4 dead bodies suspended upside down by meat hooks. There were gory lines across their throats and drying blood staining slack but terrified faces. It was a weird expression. Emotions etched in, but no life in the eyes. Almost like looking at those creepy wax statues in macabre museums. Deep down inside me, I should have felt repelled by the scene in front of me. I knew that. Except I just didn't, no matter how long I stared at them. They were lifeless things, hanging in a refrigerated basement room, and that's it. It could have been someone's dry cleaning for all I felt inside. Maybe later I'd get it. I'd think back on this and tremble and cry. Not today, though.
Bree barged into my office with a look of taunting satisfaction on her face, pleased to have made me wait and then tumble in with the grace of a wrecking ball. My secretary rushed up in the hall next to her, apologizing for letting my patient burst in unannounced. I gave her a warm smile. "Not a problem, Katie." She blushed and shuffled off as Bree watched her go with simmering rage in her eyes. She was a jealous one, which entertained me. Bree brushed her hip-length hair over one shoulder. My eyes briefly fixated on the pale skin of her now exposed neck as she moved in, closing the door and taking a seat across me. Every time she was here in my office, her scent filled the space, wrapping around my neck like a collar.
I was wearing nothing but tight boxer briefs as I swung Frank around in my room, a smooth dance between friends. Nothing gay. My fingers gently grazed down his cheek, feeling the texture of his skin against mine. He wasn't a very lively dance partner, but I was willing to forgive him, considering Frank was a corpse. It was nearly breakfast time here at Verfallen Asylum, which meant night had fallen a little while ago. They ran things backwards here, with all the patients awake through the night and sleeping soundly through the sun-drenched days. Any moment now, they'd come by unlocking our doors to let us scramble about. I purred Dean Martin's sway. I was no Dean Martin, but I could hold a note when the mood struck.
I towered nearly a full foot over the guy, and was twice as wide, too. 300 pounds of muscle, bone, and meanness. My shadow fell over him. The other 2 orderlies sucked in deep breaths of shock. I could smell the fear wafting off them. They knew that even with 3-on-1, they were as outclassed as 3 rowboats against a battleship. I bent over in Baton Man's face. "Boo," I grumbled. The smell of piss wafted from between his legs, and that brought me a sick pleasure. His arm cracked loudly as I snapped it. Then I wrapped my hand around his throat and flung him at the opposite wall of my cell. His skull made a loud thwack sound as he slammed into it. Energy coursed through me. Mornings were when I had the clearest mind, having had a full 8 hours of no drugs injected into me. Them forgetting to give me my nightly shots meant that today my thoughts had some true clarity, even if I did feel like shit. I was glad to make them pay the price for that mistake.